A conman who faked a pilot's license and was allowed to fly holidaymakers into Gatwick for 8 months before he was caught has now slipped through the net again and fled the country. Michael Fay flew an Airbus A320 for Libyan company Afriqiyah Airways from June 1, 2010 to the day of his arrest, February 3, 2011. Police said his scam was only spotted when another pilot chatting to him on an internet forum became suspicious and reported him. In events somewhat reminiscent of hit movie Catch Me If You Can, starring Leonardo Di Caprio as conman Frank Abagnale, the clever and resourceful Fay is now on the run after dodging the authorities. He simply didn't turn up at court for sentencing. The 59-year-old former U.S. Air Force pilot and American national, who settled in Alton, Hampshire, worked fraudulently as a commercial airline pilot after faking license and medical documentation, flying passengers into Gatwick Airport on 8 occasions. Detectives in charge of the case now think he has fled the UK and may be seeking work as a pilot or flying instructor. In the meantime, he was sentenced in absentia to 3 years in prison at Winchester Crown Court on Friday, May 3 for fraud. Detective Constable Chris Thorne described Fay as a clever and resourceful man who clearly shows no concern for public safety. He targeted Libyan aviation at a time when the country's political and economic standing was vulnerable and volatile, said the detective. Had it not been for the quick thinking of a genuine pilot on the internet forum, Fay may have continued to put the public at risk in this manner unnoticed. DC Thorne said public safety is paramount, so it is important people are aware he may be trying to gain work as an airline pilot or flying instructor overseas. A spokesman for Afriqiyah Airways confirmed Fay was hired as a contracted pilot on its Airbus A320 aircraft, saying they were an unwitting victim in his criminal endeavor and that it may have been a third-party broker that hired Fay and didn't carry out the correct checks. At no time did his behavior or demeanor draw attention to his ability or competence to fly the aircraft either with his colleagues or the station staff at Gatwick, the spokesman said. They said since the resumption of the airline's European services in July 2012, all flight deck crews have been assessed for competence in the UK, Germany and other EU states. Hampshire Constabulary, the Civil Aviation Authority, CAA, and overseas law enforcement are all trying to find Fay and bring him back to the UK to begin his sentence.